I'm just going to go ahead and speak on behalf of all the women who have done the work, the therapy, have learned to love themselves and value themselves.
You blew it.
We don't give a shit. We don't give a flying shit.
You know, and I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna. You blew it.
Make sure you're with somebody who knows how to handle you. You know those days when you're in an absolute funk and you just can't seem to shake it?
Can you bless me with something?
Oh, gosh.
Money-wise. Please.
Can you suck it?
What?
You blew it.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another short video I have for you here today. And today we are going to be looking at some post-wall women. And yes, they're out there. There's plenty of them out there. They're all dating. They're all on the apps. They're all on Tinder and all the other ones. There's so many, I don't even know the names anymore. But there's a lot of them out there, a lot of these dating apps. And they are definitely on them. And they're dating. And they are complaining about all of it. You know, so again, we are going to take a look at some of these post-wall 40-year-old, and one of them looks closer to 50 really, but we're going to take a look at these clips and see what they have to say. Again, my name is Rat Boy, and let's go ahead and get into it.
Keep in mind, from age 45 to 60, single women outnumber single men 25 to 1.
I wonder why that is. I wonder why women from age 45 to 60 outnumber single men 25 to 1. Do we really have to think too hard about that one? I have an idea. Maybe it's because they are insufferable, or they are just delusional beyond compare. And you know, as a guy, especially as an older man, because older men aren't going to put up with women like this, they realize that they're just not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the risk. There's just a lot of baggage, a lot of just stuff you have to deal with. And a lot of these older guys just don't really care for it. They are checking out. They're doing their own thing, living in peace. And trust me, that's a lot better than what some of these individuals have to offer.
The pickings are plentiful for men. I'm just going to go ahead and speak on behalf of all the women who have done the work, the therapy, have learned to love themselves and value themselves.
But you haven't, though. You haven't. I mean, you can tell yourself that, sure, and you can believe it, but it's literally just part of the delusion. And, you know, the wall hits hard. It hits very hard, and the delusion comes down pretty quickly when you realize you're going to cross over on your own, and there's not going to be anybody there to help you except for, you know, your cat, maybe, or two cats in some cases. I'm sure this woman has plenty of cats. And, you know, it's a tale as old as time, really. Just the old woman living by herself. They've made cartoons about it. There's actual movies about the old woman that lives, you know, in the shack at the end of the road that nobody talks to. She's kind of a recluse, and she's very bitter and old and just kind of gripes at everybody. That's real. That's like a real thing that happens to these women that just can't keep a man. And it's just kind of sad. And it's happening even worse now because we get to watch it unfold on social media. This woman will be 65, 70 years old making these same videos, trying to cope with the fact that no man really wants her. It's a sad state of affairs.
We don't give a shit. We don't give a fucking flying shit. We would rather be alone in our peace with our girlfriends, living our best life.
Then do it. The thing is, you're not doing it because you have to post about it online. If you were doing it, then you wouldn't have time to make these videos. You wouldn't even be on TikTok. You'd be living your best life. But no, you're sitting in your car, probably in a Starbucks parking lot, about to go get your mocha latte frap that's, you know, 2,000 calories. No big deal. You know, it's your life. Do whatever you want. But that's the thing. The men don't care either. The men actually care less than you think, you know. So it's just the delusion, the validation from these other women that they're throwing into this comment section is just through the roof. You have women 50 years old, 60 years old, just telling her that, oh yeah, I've done it too. I'm living my best life. I'm doing everything I've ever wanted to do. Okay, well then who cares? The men really don't care. The men are literally doing the exact same thing. It's just they don't have to post about it on social media to get validation.
Then lower our standards to have a man in our life who is an abusive asshole.
Well, I think those are just the men that you choose, because not all men are abusive. I mean, I'm sure there's some out there. Yeah, why not? But not all men are like that. So maybe you're choosing the wrong men, but you're kind of projecting that onto every other man, thinking that it's like this generalization that happens, throughout the world. And it really isn't, So, I mean, that's kind of your problem, essentially, if you keep choosing the wrong men that kind of, put you in those situations where you feel like you're being treated that way. And I mean, what I would recommend you do is exactly what you said: work on yourself, possibly hit the gym, quit with the Botox, because there's probably a lot of Botox going on there. I'm guessing she's wearing a hat because that 5 head isn't, flattering to see online. But, these are all things that women cope with to help themselves kind of to gas themselves up. And so they can get that online validation, that online approval from their peers. And it just makes them feel all warm and fuzzy inside. See, men don't have to do this. Men don't need to do this. You can see a man, he can live the rest of his life in a log cabin in the woods and not have any interaction with anyone, and he will die happy. That is just a fact, and it will remain a fact until the end of time.
The best pieces of relationship advice I ever received, and this goes for romantic relationships and business relationships. Make sure you're with somebody who knows how to handle you.
Let me just stop you right there, Big Nose. Why would any person in a relationship have to handle you? Like, they're not at a zoo. You're not a freaking bear. You shouldn't have to be handled. You should just know how to act. And this is another problem I have is women, they take no accountability for their emotions. A lot of these women online anyways, they take no accountability for what they do and how they treat others. And so they think that they need to be handled. And that is a very bad way to live your life. So if you're going through life and you're saying to yourself, oh, well, he just can't handle me. It's not that he can't or they can't. It's just they don't want to. Why would they have to? It's such a bad take.
Those days when you're in an absolute funk and you just can't.
Oh, and the kids sniffling and sneezing and drooling and coughing in the background is just, I mean, this lady, she posts a lot of TikToks like this. And can you just get the kid out the room? Like it's a 15-minute TikTok, a 15-second TikTok. Can you get the kid out of the room? Hey, excuse me, Junior, go into this other room and cough and sneeze and vomit over there. Let me make this short video real quick, and then I can give you, just go get on your tablet, because I bet he's on a tablet right now doing all this stuff. Like, just go do it in the other room. Why not? But, you got the close up of the face, you got the fake lashes, and the injections, and they have to make her lips bigger to match the nose. And so it's just like this whole thing that is just, it's a mess. It really is a mess. And she's some sort of dating coach guru thing, but all of her advice is literally like the worst advice ever. Like, find someone that can handle you. Okay, we'll go to Barnum and Bailey's and go into the elephant cage, and maybe the trainer, the elephant, can handle you.
Can't seem to shake it. You need to make sure that you are with somebody who knows how to handle you. They don't have to take responsibility for your emotions and get you out of a funk, but they do need to know how to not make it worse.
They don't need to do anything. Nobody needs to do anything for you. Like, take control of your own emotions. Get yourself out of your own funk. If I'm in a funk, I'm not like, hey, look, all y'all around me, y'all need to handle me because I'm in a funk. That's not how life works. Just because you feel like you need to get on social media and tell others that they need to do that doesn't make it right. These people are they are literally insane. And I'm using the term literally like meaning that they are people like this would be locked up, you know, back in the day when there used to be insane asylums, you know, these people would be locked up. They'd be like, look, you are insane. And they'd be, you know, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. They'd throw them in a cell. But no, now that you give them an iPhone and they just start posting videos and just start talking gibberish. It's crazy.
And if at all possible, give you the space or comfort or whatever that you need
If you want space, buy a telescope.
to at least keep things neutral. I know some people are going to come for me and they're going to say that nobody else is responsible for your feelings, and
And they would be right. See, she's not completely delusional. She understands. But again, like, control yourself, you know? Here's the thing. Every man on the planet has to be able to control his emotions. And when he is unable to do that, he is reckless. He is toxic masculinity and all these other buzzwords. But if a woman can't do it, it's, oh, well, they just couldn't handle me. You can't handle me at my worst, and you don't deserve me at my best, and all those other sort of phrases that they come up with. It just doesn't make any sense.
that maybe this is a little bit codependent. I'm not sure. Maybe it is. But what I can tell you is that if you're with somebody long enough, you're going to end up in a funk, and you're going to be super glad that you heard this piece of advice, and that when you are...
Oh my God. Really? Can the kid go watch his tablet in the other room and giggle over there while you make the video? This is just a wreck.
escalated, you are not with the person who makes it worse. Period.
And, you know, women like that are just chronically single. You know, she's probably been on 20 first dates in the past 2 weeks, and, you know, been pumped and dumped so many times she's lost count. But, you know, single moms, they are the worst with this type of delusion because they feel like the world owes them something. The world owes them, you know, to be able to handle them and all of this. And it's all just, it's just a bunch of cope. When honestly, the easiest solution would be just to handle your own emotions, to handle your own life like an adult should, an adult person, you know? But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Have you ever came in contact with a woman that makes you handle her emotions in a certain way? That is just wild to me. I try to stay as far away from these people as possible. But anyway, give me a like, subscribe if you like these videos. I'm posting new videos every single day, so hit me with the subscribe if you're liking what you see, and so it'll kind of motivate me to keep doing what I'm doing. And again, my name is Rat Boy, and I am out.